GrownDad Business with Aaron Kleiber. That's my dad. Hello! Underpants? That is hilarious. You should mouth to rate and review this podcast or my daddy will go into a deep depression. Going down business with Aaron Kleiber. Yeah.
Boom. Welcome to Grown Dad Business. We took a week off. If you didn't check that out, I posted some amazing interviews I had with some of my female guests. I don't get a lot of female guests. I know it's called Grown Dad Business, but yeah, I have some. And what did I call it? It was the YouTube star Harmony Smith. Check out her. And talking about her son, Elliot, who recently played a young, I think, Akiva or Yorma in Popstar in the flashbacks. Really cool. Her son, Elliot, and Harmony, they're really funny online, on Vine, YouTube. And then I said the YouTube star, the Doctor of Fear and the comedian, my Doctor of Fear friend, Margie Kerr, her episode's really cool. We talk about fear and kids and parents letting their kids watch horror movies and stuff like that. So check that one out. And then Jessica Michelle Singleton, comedian friend of mine from Los Angeles, originally from Florida and Alaska. She talks about being left in a Waffle House by her biological father. That story is really interesting. She's a goofball. She is a lot of fun to hang out with. So go check out those episodes. But this episode, we're back with some Grown Dad Topics. Me and Jason Clark. What
Hello.
up? We said that at the same time.
What we say?
He was like, hello.
Hello.
It was like, what up and
Because you
hello.
boom, and I don't have anything. I just hello.
I just say boom, dude.
Hi. Hello there.
So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit today about the first day of school.
Celebratory day for parents.
Going back to school. My kids are going back to school.
2 of them.
Yeah. Essentially, your kids are moving on to some things.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. Jason's an old dad.
But
okay?
I'm not old.
I'm the young dad. But you are.
Classify it.
But you're not. Well, maybe if you and your wife didn't have kids when you were 11.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like sometimes when I'm with Jason and his wife. I'm like, how are your kids grown up? You guys are like 30. And then I'm like, oh, wait, no, you're not.
Just immature 40.
They're young at heart. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
They're in a new surge in their life.
So, yeah, it's a second time, it seems. You know?
I understand that. And then we're gonna move real quick. A little bonus dad topics. We're gonna talk about this piece of shit, Ryan Lochte. He's the worst kid of the week.
Yeah, yes.
Can we talk about that?
That'd be a great
I just made up a new segment.
Yeah.
It's called
worst kid of the
asshole kid of the week.
Yeah, failed parenting of the week.
It's not failed parenting.
Oh,
it's,
I think you own it. You have to own it as a
jerk
parent.
off kid of the week. What are we gonna call it? I'll tell you what, guys. Every week that I'm on with Jason, we'll do a little section about a kid who is a jerk or a kid that annoys us for the week. And you guys message me on Twitter, tweet me at Aaron Kleiber on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever. Comment. Tell us what you think we should call the segment of the jerk kid of the week, because that's just not good. I don't feel like being a marketing think tank person right now.
It might be my kid at some point. You just never know. I might just come in and be like, my son did it.
I wonder how many weeks Luke the Nuke is going to come in. But anyway, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about back to school, a little bit of Ryan Lochte, the jerk of the week, jerk kid of the week. And yeah, on Grown Dad Business. But first, let me smack you down with some sponsors. Guys, I always shout them out. They've been, this one sponsor has been around since day one. Also sponsors are You Can't Handle the Truth movie review podcast with Sean Collier. If you're into movies and you're into comedy, Sean Collier and I, he's an actual film critic. He's a magazine editor, and he's also a comedian. Has opened for me a lot, does his own shows.
All around great guy.
Yeah. Super dude, one of my best
guy.
friends. We and I love movies, and we're both comedians, so we talk about movies every single week on You Can't Handle the Truth, handlethetruthpodcast.com, at Truth Podcast on Twitter. Check that out. But the sponsor has been with us since day one, and that's goodsandevil.com. If you like movies, horror movies, and also liking those movies and horror movies on apparel, check out goodsandevil.com. They also have a line of vegan apparel, which is cool. If you're into that, I'm into meat, but some people are not. and they have some really funny, really cool vegan shirts as well. But I'm a fan of the horror shirts, especially my Camp Crystal Lake shirt, Camp Counselor, and my Boomstick shirt is one of my favorites. My Brain Bite shirt. I'm naming all these shirts that you don't even know what they are, but you just got to check them out at goodsandevil.com. And if you go on there, you'll save 10% with the coupon code GROWNUP from us. So that's pretty rad. And then also, new sponsor, really awesome, Ignite Hospitality. If you're a comedian, an entertainer, whatever, you got to hook up with Ignite Hospitality Services.com or whatever. Look up Ignite Hospitality on Facebook, on Twitter. You'll find him. You'll talk to Adam. And what he does is he hooks you up with some amazing hotel deals all around the country. And basically, it's a barter service. All you got to do is do some social media shout outs, a Yelp review, a TripAdvisor review, whatever. You get really cheap hotels. I stayed in Nashville like a week ago for $20. Amazing. You got to check it out. If I'm ever paying for a hotel on the road doing stand-up, I'm calling Adam at Ignite Hospitality every time. No doubt. So check goodsandevil.com out, Ignite Hospitality Services. And our new sponsor, Loot Crate. Not really our sponsor, but I would love Loot Crate to be our sponsor, because my son and I love opening Loot Crate every month. I just gave a huge shout out of Loot Crate on Doug Loves Movies. I was on my 9th episode of Doug Loves Movies last week. Check that out. I'm with my buddies Dave Waite and Jeff Tate and of course Doug. And it was a good time. Almost 900 people, sold out, historic theater in downtown Chicago, in the south side of Chicago, the Thalia Theater. It was so dope. Biggest Doug Loves Movies crowd I've ever been in front of. And it was just, it's cool now that it's like my 9th episode and that like Doug Loves Movies fans know me. And it's pretty cool. When you start getting your names on posters, on the signs, like they have name tags. When people start putting your name on the name tags, if they think you're going to be there, it's pretty rad. So yeah, that's it. That's all I had to pitch, Jace. Jason and I, we had a really fun time. We did our last stand-up comedy game show, formerly known as Comic Wars.
Took it away. Shut her down. Yeah,
shut her down. It's all done. It's moving on to the original creator is moving on to some other things, so that's fun. But Jason and I, we've done so many things with the stand-up comedy game show format that we're kind of taking all the things that we kind of made up for that, and we're forming it into a new game show starting September 10th, Saturday, 10 p.m., September 10th at Arcade Comedy Theater in Pittsburgh. It's going to be the Stand-Up GetDown, the new stand-up comedy game show. And we're going to be doing it on the road right after that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in September 14th through the 18th. I'll be in Cleveland at Cleveland Hilarities, one of my favorite clubs in the country. I'm headlining Thursday night. I'll be with Tom Arnold Friday and Saturday. And then Jason is coming out with 3 Pittsburgh comedians, and we're doing stand-up get-down at Hilarities in Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's our first road gig.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's going to be a good time.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun show. It's going to be a real good fun show.
I've been at Hilarities a bunch, so it'll be fun for my friends to come out and you guys to check out this. I mean, it's like a theater. It's not a comedy club. It is. It looks like an old theater. It's so dope.
Yeah, it's 2 tiers.
Yeah, so
private boxes. Yeah, it's a neat spot.
It's got linking boxes.
I looked into it.
It's pretty rad, dude. Yeah, it's a great room.
So it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna go up there and launch this thing, and we're gonna do it first at the Arcade Comedy Theater on the 10th. Yeah,
and hey, follow us. We're on Twitter, Stand Up Get Down, Stand Up Get Down on Instagram. So check that out. The website's gonna be up soon. StandUpGetDownShow.com. There's so many social medias involved with me. You know that?
Yeah.
It's like GrownDadBusiness.com, AaronKleiber.com, StandUpGetDownShow.com.
Yeah.
HandleTheTruthPodcast.com. Jason Clark is a papdad.com. What are you talking about?
What?
I just bought that.
What are you talking about?
I bought that for your birthday. Oh. I bought Jason Clark as a pap dad.
Oh, man.
Jason Clark does some work here at Arcade Comedy Theater, and he just brought up labeling things. And I was like, I'm going to start calling you the Pap of Arcade.
Stop.
You're going to be Arcade Pap.
We're going to edit this out, you son of a bitch.
You know what I'm going to get you for your birthday? I'm going to get you a shirt made that says "World's Greatest Pap,"
Oh,
and everybody from
God.
Arcade is going to put puffy paint handprints on that shirt for you.
So Mark, you need
a
to
pap gift.
You need to mark down this podcast. It was marked as the day that our friendship ended.
Have you ever got a gift like that?
No.
Like as a dad, like your handprints? We made one for our pap, my wife's dad, with our little kids, and it's like "World's Greatest Pap," and then it hit little cute little handprints on it.
I never had a pap. There, I blew that up.
Jeez.
I blew that up.
Either did I, dude.
No, I didn't.
No. I had one grandma.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all I had.
That's all I've ever had is one grandma.
Again, the similarities.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, yeah.
Jason and I are the same people.
We talk constantly like, God, quit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had one grandmother. The other ones, no.
What did we just talk about today? And you were like, what? Oh, yeah, I found you were an elder at at a Presbyterian church. And I was like, I was a youth pastor at a Presbyterian church.
Yeah.
I mean, I got one up on you on there, but.
You one up me?
I mean, I was a youth pastor.
Oh.
I have a degree in it. You were just an elder.
Yeah, I'm just,
You just were sworn in front of the
Again,
session.
my lack of education befuddles me. You son of a bitch.
That is a one-up. I got some degrees.
Speaking of education, let's talk about back to school.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
My kids are going back to school next week. A lot of people's kids already went back to school. You know that?
Today, in Pittsburgh, a lot of different schools went back.
Like everybody. And my kids are all late.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, my son goes back next year, his senior year. Next week.
You
next
have a
week.
senior.
Yeah.
So your son's going for his senior year, and your daughter
today
is starting her new job.
Yeah, her first ever. Today was her
first ever career job.
Yeah, today is the first day of her real adult life.
Career job.
She's not in school. She's
crazy.
Yep, she starts her.
Like
she's in orientation
grown woman
today.
Nurse.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I can't imagine that. My daughter. Well, my Becca the professor and my wife, they just got glasses. Of course, they have to both need glasses the same exact damn day, Jason. So cha-ching, let's pay for those.
Yeah.
But like my daughter puts on these cute little glasses and I'm like, oh my God, she's 40.
Yeah.
She has these cute little glasses. She looks like an adult.
Yeah.
She looks like an adult librarian.
Yeah, it's man. I don't know if we've ever talked about that before on on this podcast. I mean, it's
let's
just
save it.
Something that came so
one day we're gonna need a topic.
Yeah.
About the empty nest.
But yeah, back to school.
Kids growing up.
Yeah, one back to school, just him, and that's it. This is our last first day of school. Wow. Next week.
My son is starting kindergarten. Yeah. Luke the Nuke is starting kindergarten. That, I think all last week I told him, since I've been home and I'm on the road for a couple weeks, which is why I didn't have an episode last week. It was just crazy. And I also tore a muscle in my back, which feels really great right now. I'm being facetious. It does not. But I feel like the last 4 or 5 days I've told him, I'm like, I want you to be 4 forever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want him to, he is such a fun little guy. Like, I don't want him to be like, grow up. I love my son at like 4 and 5 years old. Yeah,
it's See, I think we're gonna go down that path.
We don't have to.
Yeah, we're gonna end up going down that path, like the growth. But it's
But he's starting school, and I'm excited because
Wendy's excited. Mrs. Kleiber is very excited, I think.
Yeah, I think she is. We even talked about it. Like, we're already making plans for 2 kids being at school.
Yeah,
we're like, oh my gosh, like you can finish the caulking in the kitchen, and oh my God, like we can organize the basement, and because we're in the summertime, we're home. Like, we're all in the house, using the house. It's cuckoo bananas in my house. And, everyone's home all day long. So it's like, my wife and I are like making plans like, oh my gosh, like, wait, just the baby will be here? Just Firecat?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be fine.
It's liberating.
Because little Firecat now, she's at a point where she'll sit and watch TV for a minute, or play by herself. So we can like clean. Like, we'll give something to the baby to keep her busy.
And there is the emotional side. It is going to be emotional. I mean, it is emotional. I mean, when you see your little man go off, it's such a big deal.
I know.
It is
I went through it with my daughter. I mean, seeing my daughter, like, she's doing division, and I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah. We didn't make a huge, like, I don't know, as parents, we never made a huge deal of the first day of school. Like you see
we
now,
don't either.
like
like you were just saying, like, and I agree with you. I
don't want to be a dick, but
the people posting their pictures with the sign.
With the sign, I because I get it, but then I don't, and I don't know if I was like not a good parent.
I mean,
when it came to that type of stuff.
Maybe you guys
as a reminder.
Yeah, like
is it a reminder?
Maybe post what you're thinking, but like, look, like, Do you post a sign with your kid when you take a picture so you remember? Like how? Like
how's it any different than any post that I put up my kid? It
Like-
date stamps it. I just don't get the. I mean, and some of them are elaborate. Like I like the people that are like, hey, you're gonna go over there and grab a piece of notebook paper. You're gonna write on there today's date in first grade. And then you have the people that have an actual chalkboard with like actual crafty words.
Oh, people go in.
Yes.
Let's be honest, moms. Are moms going? Do you think a dad is like puffy painting?
I mean, most of the people.
No,
most of the people that I see, it's more mom driven.
But I know what you mean. Like,
and I'm not saying there's a gender thing there. Like, I wouldn't be that person, but I don't get it. I don't get it. I love the picture of the first day of school, and then you look at it and you're like, oh my god, I can do a collage of 16 years of my kid on his first day of school, and look how much he's grown. I do love that.
That's fine.
When I see that picture of JC,
but then you have all these pictures with signs in them.
I don't know. I get it.
It's like they're holding up an audition sign or a mugshot sign.
It's sort of like it is like a mugshot. It is like a mugshot sign.
I'm gonna have Luke the Nuke do that and turn sideways.
Yeah, do a profile.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, that's true. I think it's almost like my political beliefs. I look at everyone. I'm like, yeah, I kind of understand, but then I don't.
Yeah.
Like I'm torn. I'm like, I just wouldn't do it. But we just never made a big deal the first day of school, and to the point that I see people now.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, we take pictures of the kids on the first day of school.
Yes, so do we.
But it's kind of like, so we remember.
Yeah. Right? I would never.
I'll post it.
There's no way in hell JC's let me take a picture of him next week. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna try.
Please,
I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna send it.
What you need to do is, I think,
Should I make
actually,
a sign?
Let's be a funny dad.
Okay.
And I think he might be down with it. What if you make like a mom sign for like first day of school, 12th grade, with like puffy paint and stuff? I'm telling you, bro, and take a picture with him, and he'll post it too because it's hilarious.
He won't.
Bro, let me tell you something right now. That's hilarious.
It is funny.
Dude, I would do that.
No.
If I was a senior, dude, that's hilarious. Dude, he posts that, and his friends will be like, dude, that's hilarious.
I have to check and see if I'll even be there on the first day of school.
Damn, you don't care about nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be there.
Dude, that's funny.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take you back. We're going to go back.
You're not good at first days of school, are you?
Well, again, we didn't make that big of a deal. That they 1 year we actually I got a call from my wife. I was at work, and the call went very much like this: Jason, today's the first day of school, and we forgot to send our kids.
What?
We didn't know we missed the first day of school, and they were younger. They were both, younger, like, in grade school. We didn't send our kids on the first day of school, and we completely missed the first day.
How does that happen?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that life in itself might have got ahead of us. This is before social media. This is before anything like that. I don't know what happened. I can't make an excuse for it other than we were just loving being together as a family, maybe, and we just didn't want the summer to end. I don't know.
But here's the thing. Like my wife knows like the whole calendar. How did both of you forget the first day of school?
Yeah.
And like, how old were your kids?
Oh boy, this had to have been. They were in early grade school, so I want to put my son maybe in first grade.
My daughter has been counting down to the first day of school.
Yeah. That's again. I don't know. So, somebody once said to me, Jason,
how's that possible?
Even crackheads know when their kids go back to school because they can't wait to be able to smoke crack while their kids are at school.
Dude.
It's just like,
how?
Yeah, I can't explain it. We laugh about it because it's just, what are you going to do?
What do you
All
remember?
we did was laugh about it.
Do you remember what time of the day that you remembered this? That your wife?
It was late morning.
So it's like 11. The kids are watching Price is Right.
Right, and the school buses have been going up and down the street.
Oh my God, dude.
We laugh. We did. What are you gonna do? We laughed about it. and that's about all we could do with it was laugh about it, you know? So, and you know, my wife, of course, she took it like, oh my gosh, I mean, I'm a horrible, you know, this is horrible. We're horrible parents.
If my wife,
I mean, my
that
wife
happened,
yeah.
she'd be mortified.
Oh, she wasn't, I mean, we weren't, you know, she was mortified by it, and she was very, you know, very much upset. And I just sort of put some levity to him. It was just like, you know, hey, listen, it's all good. It's all good. You know,
So did
day
they
one,
go
day
to-
two, they went the second day.
So what was the excuse? Did you have to write a note?
I don't remember that. That's a good
Dude.
question, though. We'll have to see what Melissa says about that. Which,
Oh my gosh, dude. That's amazing. I don't think I've ever, maybe I will one day. You know what I mean? Like maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I will forget. But I know, look, here's the thing. I know my wife enough where I might forget. She will not. I know she won't. She's already planning like our kids' birthdays. That's months in advance. Yeah. You guys, you're a mess.
At that, I don't, you know, it is. It's a crazy story from the standpoint that
it's so funny.
So
though.
Unlike Melissa, though. That's the thing.
That's so funny.
It is. Melissa is the, you know, she runs that show. She, you know what I mean. She keeps us on point, and it was just, you know, at that time, whatever that deal was. But that is so unlike my wife because she is on it, like you're saying.
Yeah.
And she.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know, she's dealing with 3 children.
Yep.
Me
I get
and my
it.
2 kids.
Yeah, no, I get
so,
it. Yeah, I get it.
You know, I got to own that one too.
Wow.
You know, fun stuff. Back to school's a good time.
I got suspended my first day of school. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was 9th grade. Did I get suspended? I might have got suspended because this was a rough time. So in 9th grade, I always tell this story when people pronounce my name wrong.
Okay.
Because, so in 9th grade, I go to 9th grade English, and this is the teacher that I further tortured the rest of the year. This is also the story I've done on stage about starting a riot and getting suspended for inciting a riot in school. This is also the same teacher that I got to say the F word to me in front of the whole class. It was classic. It was the best. And it was funny because 2 years ago this week, actually, I performed in front of the entire school district. I did stand up in front of all of the teachers for in-service day. And because I still live in my community, and like all my teachers, like one of the teachers and the vice principal was like, you should come and do stand up for all the teachers. And a bunch of them like still know you. You know, they had
This was in 9th grade? Oh, no, you went back.
2 years ago,
I was going to say, holy shit.
And it was funny because I told that story. I told the story about this teacher flipping out on me. And they lost their minds. And I had a bunch of teachers come up to me, and I was like, should I do this story? I was like, she doesn't work here anymore. And it's like, and I did rip on some teachers. You know what I mean? Some that were gone, some that were, you know, even a teacher that died, a science teacher. Like
some of those teachers have remembered that other teacher, though, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, afterwards, they came up to me, and they were like, yeah, she was a bitch. Like, they were like, oh, I believe every word of that, you know? But so my first day of school, though, I feel like I should tell that story now, but maybe you should just come see me live. Maybe I'll do that story. But my first day of school, she was like, Aaron Kleber? And I was like, I was like, well, no, I'm sorry. I ruined the story. She said Aaron Keebler.
Oh, okay.
She said Aaron Keebler. And I was like, you're my English teacher.
You don't even see the
And
L?
you can't even see the L in my name. And it's I think I remember I said, like, you could have said Kleber or Kleiber. It's Kleiber. How do you get Keebler out of KL? And she was like, she just like she would always grumble. She was just like, get out. I got kicked out during roll call. First day of class.
Yeah. You went up to me there. No, I never got thrown out of a class. None of that's. I've never been suspended.
I brought a boombox the first day of school one year. Started a b-boy breakdancing party outside the first day of school.
Of course, who doesn't?
Come on, bro.
Who doesn't?
I got all kinds of stories like that.
Who doesn't?
It's good times.
Yeah.
But yeah, kids are going back.
Yeah.
Luke the Nuke is starting school.
He's excited.
Let's go to our new segment of the week.
Yeah, let's just
just made this up. The new segment of the week, you guys comment and tell us what you think it should be called, but it's about kids that are jerks. And the jerk kid of the week is Ryan Lochte. I know he's a grown man.
Yeah.
But he has a mom.
And he was a jerk
to his mom this week.
He was. if I told you that you were going to make a mistake and you were going to do something that was going to embarrass your parents, embarrass your family, embarrass your country.
Oh, God's sakes.
And then on top of it, you were going to lose $1 million annually. Easily. So
let's recap.
Okay, this son of a bitch.
Some people don't know the story. You know it really well. Go
well,
ahead.
I don't know if I know it really well, and I'm going to tell you that we might chop up and miss. Some of the facts might be wrong, but this son of a bitch. This son of a bitch.
Yeah.
This son of a bitch goes over and he's in Brazil and he's competing. He's a swimmer in the Olympics.
He won a silver.
Oh yeah, I mean, but here's the thing. This guy's been an issue before.
Oh,
he's misrepresented himself. He's said stupid things. He's been called out for just being an idiot and saying some of the dumbest things. There's been controversy around this cat before. So him and a bunch of guys are out partying late night, drunk
some
up.
U.S. swimmers, some Brazilian swimmers.
20-something kids or whatever, however old this kid is.
Yeah.
And
oh no, this dude's like 30.
Is he in his 30s?
Well, someone made a joke about how.
So he's not even he's not. No, you can't even
like
get that
33. Past. And he's hanging out with a bunch of 19, 20-year-olds.
Yeah, who swims for a living. And
they were making a big deal.
I mean, to me,
he was hanging out with a bunch of kids.
Yeah, to me, I instantly said to you, God almighty, there's a smack of privilege, of just ridiculousness. Yeah. So basically, they stop at a convenience store. They're in Brazil.
They're hammered.
Drunk. Completely out of their... Destroys the door, breaks some stuff.
They're screwing up the bathroom.
Yeah. Pisses on the outside.
Pisses on the walls. Kicks in the door of the bathroom at a convenience store. You are one of the best athletes in the world representing your country, and you're acting like this. Right.
And so basically the either the manager or the worker, the person at the convenience store is like, hey, what the hell are we doing here? This is the middle of the morning. I mean, it's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever.
We're in Rio. So this son of a bitch pulls a gun out.
Sure. Well, there was a convenience store. It was a convenience store. They had a security guard.
Yeah, right.
So it was an actual security guard.
That's how we roll.
Yeah. Who basically said, listen, you're going to pay for this damage.
Yeah.
Or we're going to call the real police.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Right. So then basically the way it came down, end of story, real story, they paid this man the money.
Right.
And they went about their way.
Right.
There's video of them coming back, checking into the Olympic Village, going through security. They look fine. Yeah. They don't look like a guy.
They also have video of them kicking the door in.
Oh, yeah.
Pissing on the wall, acting a fool.
So this son of a bitch gets interviewed by Billy Bush. I believe it's Billy Bush that interviewed him or something. Yeah, somebody on NBC interviews him. He tells this long story about how, bottom line, they got pulled over by the
fake cops.
By fake cops. He had a badge, possibly, whatever. Then puts a gun and cocks it to his forehead. To his head.
Yeah.
And this is like, this is the story we're going with.
This is the national TV story that he's putting
So right away, Brazil is already on alert because they've had a bad reputation as far as how corrupt and things are within their police.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're on high alert because they've got the Olympics and hey, we're not like that. That's not the way we are. Then this kid goes on national this punk
tells them that the cops just robbed him.
Right. So then they're of course going to investigate and say,
by the way, he also changed his story.
Oh, several times.
And he's like, we got robbed at the convenience store.
Yes.
Outside of the bathroom.
Yes. It changed several different times.
Right.
And sorry about that. And to the point where everyone started getting on high alert with this kid.
Right.
And then the next thing you know, he's on a plane going home. He's out.
Bounces.
He's good. Leaves behind his partners who then get yanked off of a plane to be indicted, to be interviewed. I mean, indicted might not be the right word. To be interviewed.
But they confiscated their passports.
Everything. Oh yeah, these kids, they don't, you ever watch Arrested Abroad or whatever that is?
Yo, that is no joke.
That's no joke. And listen, the due process is a little bit different, I think.
Yeah.
So these kids are
this isn't Mounties in Canada.
Yeah. So this kid's back home, hanging out at home. Now he's got to answer this.
And also, wasn't he tweeting some bullshit?
Well, I'm not sure.
Like he got home, his friends are at the police station.
Yeah, and he's basically, my story's the story.
He's chilling in a hot tub like, oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and he comes out, and the bottom line is, when he gets interviewed by Lauer the other night, because it's obviously all blown up, and it's been told that this isn't the story, and his response is, I was intoxicated, and that's not an excuse, but that's what it was. And then he said, I'm mainly guilty for over exaggerating.
No, because there was no robbery whatsoever.
The whole thing was an exaggeration.
So let's just break down
it's not
why
even an exaggeration.
he's-
It's just a straight up lie.
Yeah. So whatever we're gonna call this segment, why he's the jerk kid of the
Yeah.
week.
So the money thing, why I said that is because Ralph Lauren dropped him 2 hours ago. Speedo dropped him 4 hours ago.
No way.
Speedo did not disclose how much he's worth to them, but they're making a $50,000 donation of the it's a portion. $50,000 is a portion of Ryan Lochte's endorsement fees to some children's youth home or something like that. I mean, it might be Brazilian based, I don't know. But those two have already dropped them. I don't know how many sponsors he has.
What a dumbass.
Yes, and that's why I say it's millions. These guys, these Olympic athletes, I mean, that's, yes, they make money. If you win a gold medal, the United States, they get $25,000. Yeah. Every country has a different setup with that. Their money is not made on winning the medal. It's all on that endorsement.
So you got to
and
capitalize
touring,
on all this.
and touring. Yeah. So this son of a bitch. Yeah.
Wow. So why he's the jerk of the week? Mm-hmm. Not only is he a terrible, like if this was your son, you'd be pissed.
Yeah.
But let's just one thing. He lied to his mom.
Yeah.
Apparently, he talked to his mom on the phone the very next morning and told her the same robbery story.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, he didn't come up with this robbery story. It seems like he came up with this robbery story to his mom.
Yeah.
But like, look, we all been there. We all been 13, 14, 15, 16 years old lying to our mom what happened last night. Why are you soaking wet? What the hell's going on? Why, why, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jason got to step out for a second.
Yeah.
Do your thing. But like, my question is, it's like, why? Okay. You lie to your parents. I understand that completely. Totally get that. But then, like when you're young, it's like, okay, well, why are you soaking wet? Why are you, you're not going to tell your mom that like your friend put a case of beer into the trunk and then he forgot to close the hatchback and he started pulling away and the case of beer fell out the trunk and I went to go grab it and sprayed beer all over me. No, you're going to be like, oh, Mom, it was crazy. Like, we were wrestling in the yard and I fell in the pool and it was crazy, but you smell like beer. Oh, I know. And then like Stevie's dad pulled me out and he had a beer can. Like that's how you lie to your mom. You know what I mean? Like this dude is a grown man in his 30s and he comes up with this story. Like what? Like, dude, you like even when you're drunk, you kind of remember what's going on. Like I feel like when you black out, you black out. Like you don't like blackout drunk and then like, like go and like run around town. That's other drugs. I don't really think that's, you're drunk, you're out, like, dude, you remember what was going on. I think you would know the difference between vandalizing a convenience store and being robbed at gunpoint in a vehicle by fake police. Like, why would you even come up with that? And it kind of annoys me that this dude is like the jerk kid of the week because, well, number one, we're naming an adult a jerk kid of the week, which is always normal because everybody's always going to be the son of someone. So that's how I'm going to paint that this section, this segment of the jerk kid of the week. And like I said, please name it because I have no idea. But like the fact that you need to make up some story to your mom. I mean, was he like ashamed to be like, oh, well, last night I got drunk and we were acting stupid or, I'm sure I know everybody, even as you grow up, don't have, you don't have that relationship with your parents, that you can say like, I was an idiot last night. I might've gotten in trouble, blah, blah, blah. I get that. Not everybody has that relationship with your parents, but it's like, you don't have to say anything. Like, you don't have to say to your mom, like, how was last night? Oh, it was crazy. We had a lot of fun last night. We had some drinks. Oh, you didn't drink too much, did you? Oh, I might have drank a little too much. It was a little crazy. Hey, I mean, hey, I just won a silver medal. Hey, I just, won a gold medal in the freaking relay or whatever. Like, dude, why do you have to come up with this story? That's all you have to say to your mom. So why, like the fact that this dude, like Jason was saying, this like privilege, this like jag off, like jerk privilege, where it's just like, do you really need more attention? Is it because like Michael Phelps is getting all the attention? Is that what it is? Because I don't get it. Like it's like Michael Phelps is getting all the attention and you're always in the shadow of Michael Phelps. So you want people to think that you're a victim or a hero or something. Is that why you have to do that? I mean, it's like a lot of people that come up with, Brian Williams coming up with stuff, or people bring up, someone like Steve Ranazizi with the 9/11 thing story. If you don't know those things, just look them up. But it's like people do that because they want attention. And it's not even like positive attention. It's not like you saying like, I thwarted a robbery, or like, I'm a cool guy. Like I got a gun to my head and and I'm like, it didn't even faze me or something. Is that what you're doing? Because that doesn't make any sense, is what I'm trying to say. So he's the jerk of the week. But anyway, we're going to try to do that segment every time. That's what we're going to do. We'll do a little segment, and you guys name it. Like I said, comment, whatever. Tweet me at Aaron Kleiber. I love the little cute little name for this jerk of the week, this jerk kid of the week. I mean, yeah, we're going to talk about kids that are jerks. Sometimes it'll be kids. It'll probably mostly be adults. But you always got to imagine that like these people have parents and you're like, what the hell was this? Were they thinking? Like how embarrassing it would be to be a parent of one of these stupid idiots. It's so ridiculous. I mean, I know my son, I'm sure, has some silly things coming his way as an adult, as a kid, but I always hope that he has integrity and he has manners and that he's just being a funny guy and it's not anything that's ever going to hurt anybody. That's all you hope for, really. So, but hey, I'm saying bye for Jason. Jason had to run out. But Grown Dad Business, make sure you check out goodsandevil.com. Ignite Hospitality Services, our sponsors. Check that out and check out my calendar. You guys are the best. Okay, follow your heart.
Epicast.